Natasha Lloyd for some Home Sweet Home. We'll see you soon.
Ooh-wee, look at that shot. That is beautiful. Welcome into Home Sweet Home. I'm Natasha Lloyd. So thrilled for this summer sensational sale I have in my 2 hours today. Some things to make your summer a little bit easier, some things to make them a little bit brighter. Let's start with the easier. I hate mosquitoes. It's like a dying passion of mine. If I could have a pest repeller in every room in my house, I would, and now I can. You are getting 12 in this pack. Any room where you just want it to actually be your oasis and just rid yourself of all of the little flying, you know, using this high-pitched frequency. You plug it in, you won't hear it, but the pests will stay away. This is by Bell & Howell. Lou Caputo will be showing us all the ins and outs, but the best part of it today is you're getting 12, and they're home for about $1 a piece. So just start your summer right. And here is the most beautiful tea towel set that's going to help you do just that. It's by Emryn House. They're 100% cotton, over 2 feet long and 16 inches wide. They have actual recipes on them just in time for summer, like the mint iced tea, the watermelon cucumber lemonade, lavender lemonade. Look how pretty that one is. And the peach ginger tea, all with this really bespoke watercolor art. Maybe choose your favorite, or maybe choose all 4, because you're getting all 8 towels in this set. Home for about $1 a towel. They're $3 each total. This is a fantastic deal, especially for 100% cotton, this size, and this kind of exclusive art. I know I will definitely be grabbing this one. How about something I already do own? I already own 2 packs of these. Why? Because I tend to be a forgetful person, and I don't want to forget to turn the outside lights on at night or forget to turn them off during the day. I want to save on that energy. I also want my home to look like it's occupied when I'm out of town, and having those lights automatically turn on at night for me would cost a pretty penny in wiring and hiring, but Living Glow has made it work with the biggest customer pick they have of all time. We're talking 296 reviews and almost perfect 5-star rating, because these bulbs do exactly what I said on their own. You don't have to rewire anything or do any tricks. They will know when it's dark and they will turn on their own, and then when it's light, they turn off. Like a little wonderful butler that goes around keeping your house lit in the evening. You're getting a 4-pack with this. They are on sale. $14.99 for all 4, which means you're getting them home for less than $2 a piece. All you have to choose is if you want the daylight or the soft light, and I will let Julie Truster tell you the difference between the two, but for me, it's all about the soft light.
Oh, you like the soft?
Hi, Julie Truster, our tech expert. It's so nice to see you.
Yes, good to be here.
And these have been sold out, and then they got them back.
I know, this is the lowest price ever. I think it's just a few dollars per bulb.
Yep.
Each bulb is gonna last around 12 years. So I'm gonna unscrew this just so you can see it. It is a standard everyday bulb. It fits a standard socket. It's an LED bulb, so it doesn't get hot. It's also shatter resistant, but when you get it home, all you have to do is screw it in and turn your light switch in the on position. And then during the day, what happens is it's gonna flash and then it goes away, and that's totally normal. And they do one thing, they are completely automatic. They automatically come on at night, and then they automatically go off in the morning. They are the easiest thing. There's no app, there's no timer, there's no Wi-Fi. There is literally nothing to do. So you screw it in one time, and that's it for 12 years. You don't have to think about anything else. And again, no app, you don't have to set a timer. I know a lot of people on their lamps inside,
yes,
they'll use a timer. So I put one on the lamp over there, and then we put 2 here. So think about your areas outside, like, you know, your porch lights, your garage lights, maybe carriage lights by the garage. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna dim the lights, and I want you to, well, here, they're showing you what to do. You screw it in, and think about mainly outdoor where you want the light at night to be automatic. The great thing about these two, if you go out of town, they automatically go off in the morning. So it doesn't look like you're at home. Everything is simple and easy to do.
Wow.
They are so easy. You just put them in one time and forget it. Just make sure Oh, okay, they came here. Okay, here's what they look like. So they automatically come on at night, and this is soft. And then over there is daylight. So this is the soft, which is a little bit more of that amber glow. And then the lamp is daylight. That's the bright white. People ask, can I turn them off? And yes, they turn off. Let me go over here. I'll just flip this. If you want to put the light by maybe that front window to make it look like you're at home, you know, when you're out of town, that lamp is the perfect way to do it. So then watch this. If we stay right here in the morning, when it's daylight, even if you're out of town, watch what happens. They automatically go off. So if you're out of town, I know one of our neighbors used to pay my son to come over when they were on vacation and turn their porch lights on and off because they didn't want their lights on all day because people drive around neighborhoods and they look for that. So these are a great safety light. Then at night, watch this. With no app, no Wi-Fi, you don't have to do anything. At night, wherever you live, whatever time of year it is, daylight savings, it doesn't matter. Watch what happens when it gets dark. This is so easy. I do nothing. I have nothing to do.
It's so easy to do.
It's so easy.
As long as you just screw them in and then you say, okay, nighttime will come. Wow.
Automatic.
It's so wonderful. And by the way, of course they do what they say because 296 reviews, almost all of them perfect 5 stars. This is the Living Glow Beacon. This is really them doing what they do best. And for this price, I would think a 2-pack would be very fair. But we are getting 4 of these bulbs and all of them do exactly what the other ones do. So think of those lights in front of your home next to the front door. Maybe it's on the back porch, even the side of the home.
Yeah.
Now you have that spoil of riches to really envelop your whole home with 4 lights. Getting them home for $7.50 on Flex is less than $2 a light on Flex. But at our lowest price ever for a huge customer pick, it's a great way to really usher in the summer right now on Home Sweet Home because I know a lot of you are loving that soft light. We do have a lot of you on the line and they are going to be an equal quantity of how many we have of each. The soft will sell out first. I will just say that. It's what happens. People love that warm glow, but maybe you want that really bright white light. The daylight is great too, but just a reminder, the one that was in this lamp, that was the one called Daylight. It's more of that cool light. And then the ones that are right here on our sconces, that's the soft light, more of the warm light. But they're both bright.
Yes, and at this price, I say buy soft and buy daylight. Some people like soft in the front and they like the daylight in the back. The daylight appears to be brighter, but they're both the exact same lumens, and they're 1,000 lumens. Living Glow made them a little bit brighter because they're outside, first of all, but they're also a great safety light. So it's, you know, if you work at night, you're coming home. I know earlier, was it Rebecca that I was on? Let's try and think who I was on with at 7 a.m.
That's Rebecca.
Yes, Rebecca was sick. Who was I on with at 7 a.m.? It seems like a year ago. She was saying that her husband forgets to turn the lights on and off for her. My husband does the same thing. He just forgets. And when you're leaving or coming, watch this. Everything is automatic. You don't have to worry about forgetting. You can be out of town.
Wow.
These work on their own. So again, you just screw it in. You can turn them off if you want to. They work like a regular light. They are just so easy. And each bulb is rated for 50,000 hours, which means if they're on for 12 hours a night, each bulb is gonna last 12 years. So you screw this in, you don't have to climb up on a ladder for 12 years.
Oh my goodness.
And they're also cool to the touch because they're LEDs, they're shatter resistant, they're energy efficient because their LEDs are around $1 a year to use these. Totally different than those old glass bulbs.
They're beautiful. They do exactly what they're saying they're going to do, and you're not just getting 2 or 3, you're getting 4 home for less than $2 a piece. Again, this is our lowest price ever on the best rated Living Glow item that we have here. I think we have 100 new customers on this item.
Oh my goodness.
Because you can't find something like this anywhere else, let alone at this price.
I know, so if you're looking out in the marketplace, one of these bulbs is around $15. You're getting 4 of them for the same price. And if you are a new customer, Living Glow has been here at HSN for, I I think since 2018. We've sold almost 5 million bulbs, a different variety of LEDs. This particular bulb right here is Living Glow's highest rated product. When you're reading the reviews, it's like you're reading about a diamond ring. I always say that. People love, love, love these bulbs. They are a standard, I'm gonna show you again, they fit a standard socket. They look just like a regular bulb. You just screw them in. Keep your light switch up in the on position. That's all you have to do, always. If you forget that, then tape it up so you'll remember. And then yes, you can turn them on and off if you want to, but everything's automatic. There's no app, there's no Wi-Fi. You don't have to set a timer. If you want one inside your house, we always suggest putting one in the lamp that's at the front of the house so it looks like your home, even if you're not. One of the customer reviews that I read, one of the ladies said, I put it in our light, I think it was down the hallway. So when she got up in the middle of the night, she wasn't gonna trip or fall. And she always had that light on, and she didn't have to remember to turn it on or off. And
That's
you can
great.
see in the morning, they automatically go off.
That's great. There's also, if there's a place that gets natural light and you forget to turn the light off during the day, you can use it indoors and then just only know I only want the light here at night and I won't forget to turn it off during the day. If it's getting natural light, it will turn off naturally during the day as well. So you can use it for cost cutting on anything like that. I think that's why people love this, is the energy that they were paying for to light the daytime, especially outdoors, because you just forgot to flip that switch. And now you don't have to remember 12 years of lumens, because we're talking about the top in LED technology, right?
Yes, exactly. 12 years per bulb.
Wow.
So each bulb is rated for 50,000 hours. So if they're on, so we just did an average of 12 hours a night, each bulb will last 12 years. They are shatter resistant.
That's great.
They're warm to the touch. They get warm, but they don't get hot like the old bulbs. And they fit a standard socket. They're designed for outdoors or maybe that lamp inside. So they're not your daily reading lamp. Remember, they don't come on during the day. At nighttime, they automatically come on. Just turn your switch on. The flash here lets you know that it's working. Everything is automatic for the next 12 years. So don't worry about flipping it on. If your husband forgets, if you forget. I gave them to my neighbor.
Wow,
Because
that's great.
the front of her house was so dark all the time. And she said, I just forget to turn the light on at night.
I don't want to forget the thing that's keeping my house safe at night, especially. You know, that's important to me. Don't worry about it. We have enough to think about. Let's forget about needing to turn the lights on at night and off in the morning. These will automatically turn on as soon as it's dark outside. All you have to do is screw it in. There's no hiring, there's no wiring. If you have the socket, you have the power now, and it will go on at night and turn off during the day. 296 reviews, almost all of them 5 stars. It is Living Glow's best top reviewed product at the lowest price we've ever offered it. And remember, the only thing you need to decide on is which tone of light, or as Julie recommended, and I think it's pretty wise, to consider maybe the soft, which is what you're seeing here on the sconces. This is that one tone. The other tone that we have is the daylight. And some people prefer that maybe for the side of the home or the back of the home, but you are getting 4 bulbs of each, which is really special with our flex pay for under $2 a bulb to get them sent. And we now have 150 new customers on this.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
It's just such a wonderfully easy product.
Yes, and today is the first day ever at this price, and it brings it to, we were trying to do the math, I don't know, $3 or $4 per bulb. I can't do the exact math.
Yeah.
Per bulb. So, and each bulb is gonna last around 12 years. They are energy efficient because they're LEDs. They're around $1 a year per bulb to use these. So you don't have to worry that they're on all night. I know that's a different way of thinking for us, you know, being older, because we were used to turn the lights off. But these you don't have to worry about. If you go out of town, these are the perfect safety light because everything's automatic. They are, so you don't have to be, you know, on your vacation spot trying to worry about what time, set the timer, do this, do that. My son used to get paid when he was in middle school. The neighbors would pay him to go over and turn their lights on and off because they were out of town.
Wow.
You don't have to do that anymore. You put, and this is cheaper than what they used to pay him. So
it's incredible. In fact, I think I did the math, about $3.63 a bulb total is what this price is, because you're getting 4 in the daylight or 4 in the soft light. We do have some of you waiting on hold right now. If you want to speak to someone, we completely understand that. But if you would like to cut that line, you can go and take a picture of the funny looking black and white square there on the bottom left of your television screen. screen. If you open up your smartphone and just go to the camera app and point it right at that square, a little line will pop up on the screen, and when you touch it, it'll be like a yellow line of numbers and letters. As soon as you touch that, you are right in the front of the line, ready to check out with your 4-pack of the Dusk to Dawn Living Glow bulbs. And a reminder, oh, that's so pretty. That's the soft light. This is the one I own.
Yeah.
But a reminder, when the daylight happens, it'll turn off on its own. No more questioning it, no more paying for power you're not using, and you'll get 12 years of that nighttime illumination for each bulb before you ever even have to change the bulbs. It's the best of every world.
It is, it's so good. And read the reviews if you're on the fence. The reviews are incredible.
They really are. Hundreds and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
It was wonderful seeing you.
Yes, good to see you
Go take a
too.
nap, okay?
Okay,
You
I will.
look refreshed and very awake, but you said you've been up for several hours.
I've been up for a while.
Oh, one thing that will keep me up at night is if I hear the bzzz. It is a tough go of things to have any kinds of mosquitoes or gnats or anything in your home. And sometimes the solutions can be messy, they can be sticky, they can be unsightly, they can just be downright disturbing. Not this. This is such a sophisticated way to repel anything that you don't want flying or crawling around your home. It's by Bell & Howell. These are the Pest repellers. Your complete home kit will come to you looking like what you just saw. You'll plug it into any outlet just like you're seeing here. And you're not going to think of it again. You won't hear anything, you won't smell anything, you're not going to get anything sticky on your fingers. It will repel the pests just using a frequency that is silent to our ears coming from that socket. Now, the best part of this is truly the amount that you're getting, because you are not going to have one part of your house that's protected and one part that is not. You will be getting a 12-pack of these, and it even turns into a socket on the side to continue using your socket. Wow. They're about $1 a piece to get home on Flex. We have Lou Caputo here with us.
Okay, so hi.
What was
Good
that
morning,
I just
everyone.
saw?
No, that was an old video.
I was going to say, I don't think so.
You know, some weird things are happening every once in a while here. So this set is actually our basic model, okay, which they all work the same. Let's just say that off the top, okay, in terms of effectiveness, okay? This is the basic model. That's why you're getting 12 of them, so you could put one in every single room in the house. And that's important, because when you understand the way that these work, it'll make sense. Now, by the way, what you're looking at right here is not 12. This is 11. We only had one set. So we had to take one and plug it in, all right? So that's 11, and you're getting one more that's plugged in right here. Now, see that little red light right there? You're going to see it flash every once in a while, that LED on that. That is the only way that you at home are going to know that this is working. Well, that and the fact that you won't see any pests.
Yep.
But that's the way, because you can't hear it. And that's the amazing thing about this. And that's why so many people out there are skeptical about getting these. And it's one of the most frequently asked questions I get is, you know, do they work? Are they effective? I have been using these for over a decade easily, okay? We've never had any problems with pests. Now, what kinds of pests? Because we actually did testing on these. There are 5 distinct pests that we say these work against, okay? It's rats, mice. One thing that's missing on there, ants, roaches, and spiders.
Oh,
okay?
they're like
rats, mice, ants, roaches,
the worst of the
and
worst
spiders.
of the worst.
Yes, it's like the rogues gallery. It's like all the pests that we all hate. Here's the funny thing. Everybody has problems with these pests, especially now that we're in summertime, and they are just everywhere. And usually when you have pests like this, you have to have several different means to get rid of them, okay? But that is not the case when you're using your Bell & Howell pest repellers, because it's a one and done. You plug them in and you forget that they're there, and they work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, here's why it's important to have one in every single room in the house, because as Natasha was mentioning a moment ago, they use ultrasonic sound waves, okay? Now, it's a frequency that we can't hear. Your kids won't hear it. Your dogs, your cats, your pets, they're not going to hear it. The rats, the mice, the ants, the roaches, the spiders, they hear it, and it doesn't kill them, it repels them. It makes them want to run out of the house. They want to get away from the sound that comes from these. Now, why every room? Think about what happens with sound waves, okay? When you have a sound wave that's being emitted from a speaker, you'll hear an echo sometimes, depending on the kind of room that you're in. Okay. That echo is because those sound waves are going out and hitting a solid object and bouncing back, okay? That's what the ultrasonic sound waves do as well. Even though we can't hear it, they bounce out and then they just start bouncing around the room. And that's really what gets the rats, the mice, the ants, the roaches, and the spiders, is the fact that it's this cacophony of sound.
Wow.
Where it's just, thank you, where it's just bouncing off of every solid surface, and it just gives us, it just confuses them, so they want to leave, okay? They want to get out of your house, which to me is what I want. I don't want them dying in my house. I don't want poisons around kids and pets. I just want them to leave.
Yes, it's always that sweet spot of where can I leave this bait or that, where it's not going to be touched by any hands. It's not going to be touched by any pets.
That's right.
And also just knowing that something is working without having to inhibit my own peace of mind.
Right.
The best thing about this is you're going to put maybe 1 or 2 in the kitchen. Think about not seeing the roaches, not seeing the spiders. A spider in the bathroom will ruin any day because you never want to get in the shower again. These are just the set it and forget it and watch how much your life is improved with a very simple approach to something that can often be really overwhelming.
Well, and it's a big, so most of the methods that are out there, you're either paying somebody else to do it, you're gonna pay them $100 or more a month to come out and spray around your house.
That's true.
Okay? Or you're playing amateur exterminator, where you're the one who's going out and you're the one that is going out and buying all the poisons and the sprays and the baits and the traps. And guess what? You can't just use one spray for all insects. You gotta have a separate one for the ants, a separate one for the roaches. I mean, and there's a lot involved there. And then when you start getting into your rats and your mice, that's a whole other thing. Forget about everything else you bought. Now you gotta go out and buy more stuff. And if you look at this little bin that I've got here, so this is your standard mouse trap, the one that we all know. These things, by the way, crazy dangerous. I mean, they really, really are. I'm looking, I didn't lose a finger right there. They're really, really dangerous. This stuff, even more dangerous. Okay, this one's gonna hurt. This one will kill you. This is the rat poison down here, the green stuff. And believe it or not, my dog's favorite chew toys are that same color. They look exactly like that. I don't want that stuff in my house. And that's why with the Bell & Howell pest repellers, you plug them in and you forget that they're there. They just work whether you're home or not.
How long will one plug-in last?
You know what? Everybody asks that question. I have some that are at least a decade old. They're still working. Still working. Because what they are essentially is tiny little speakers that emit a sound. So unless something, they have an accident, they get crushed, something pokes them or whatever, they're going to last and last and last. And again, the only way you can tell is that little red light is going to flash every once in a while. Although, I'm going to show you something kind of cool. Okay. Because you know I'm cool.
Yes,
all right,
you love your gadgets.
I do love gadgets. So this is an ultrasonic leak detector, okay? And this is actually what people use to detect leaks in gas lines, because when gas comes out of a pinhole in a gas line, it makes an ultrasonic sound wave, okay? There's a little tiny microphone in the front of this. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around to the front, okay? And I'm going to press this button, and it's going to listen for the sound, for the ultrasonic sound. Okay, so I'm gonna place this right about here, and I'm gonna press that button, and what you're gonna see is every time the red light flashes on there, there's a little red LED ball that's gonna bounce back and forth on my screen. You see that moving?
Wow.
Now, you notice it's not moving when I'm talking. It only moves when the LED comes on. So that's when it's emitting an ultrasonic sound wave. So for all of you who's at home right now, they're saying like, yeah, it's just a red light that flashes. No, it's not. It's emitting that sound wave. It's just that none of us in this room can hear it. Although Deb Byers is acting a little weird, so she might be able to hear it. I don't know. But most people can't hear it. No, nobody can hear it. No people.
My producer is saying it's like a Ghostbuster thing that you have there, trying to sense the energy. Right. Okay, so I want to remind everyone, I have a pest guy that comes in. He's $100 a month. And you still sometimes see things, but it's basically, it's poison, it's spray, it's you don't want them coming in your home every month.
Stranger danger.
But think about the cost on these. You're getting 12, so it's about $3 total per unit.
That's right.
If you had $3 equaling 10 years of protection in your kitchen from the mice, from the rats, from the cockroaches, from the ants, from the spiders. If you had $3 and you said, well, I'll give you 3 $1 bills and you'll protect my bathroom for 10 years from mice, from cockroaches, from rats. I hope that there's not the rats in the bathroom, but this is anywhere. They can come from anything. It can be weather related. It can be neighbor related. Sometimes you don't have the control you wish you had over your pest problems. $3 a room? No doubt, I would say $3 a room for 10 years. Please take my money, take 10 times that money.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm spending already just to have someone spray around.
And even if you do it yourself, okay, you're investing time and money because you've got to buy all the sprays, and then you have to be the one that puts them out there. And guess what happens? They wear off, so you've got to go spray again. And then eventually you run out, so you've got to go out and buy more. And let me tell you something, too. If you wait until you actually see a pest in your house, a rat, a mice, an ant, a roach, a spider, and you're buying this stuff, it's too late. You've already got an infestation. If you see one ant, there's probably 1,000. If you see one roach, there's 100. I mean, that's the thing about them. Did you know? Let's talk about the other ones, the ones that I really hate, which are the rats and the mice, okay? Did you know that a rat can fit through a hole the size of a nickel?
I don't want to talk about
that. A full-grown rat can fit through a hole the size of a nickel. Oh, wait, you don't want to talk about that. I got something you're going to want to talk about even less. Listen to this. So cockroaches, people think like the big solution is to kill the cockroaches, okay? If it's a German cockroach, which is the most common kind that we have here in the United States, and you kill a female that's bearing eggs, she will jettison the egg sacs and they will still hatch. And it's not one egg sac or two, it's thousands of them, okay? So killing them is not the solution. What you want to do is you want them to be driven out of your house, go away, send them to Natasha's house, send them to Deb's house, anywhere else other than your house.
And never heard jettison the egg sacs. I would have been just fine. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
We only have 30 seconds left, and I know that we have some of you waiting online right now. So again, please, if you're interested in cutting that line, you can open up your camera phone, point it at the black and white square. It's right there. Oh, that way. And that is going to send you right to the front of the line so you can check out all 12 of the Bell & Howell Pest Repellers complete home kit. I want 2 for the garage, 2 for the kitchen, and now I don't have to choose which room is okay.
Every room in the house, attic, garage.
Very smart.
All of it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're going to take a little break, and when we come back, some really great organization ideas.
It's got to be the best deal we have ever offered.
Shop today's hottest deals all in one place on HSN's free TV streaming service, QVC Plus and HSN Plus.
This is where it gets very exciting.
Score savings from QVC, HSN, and beyond, and get that thing you need at the price you want.
Wait till you see what you're saving.
Your wallet will thank you. It's all on QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app to start streaming now.
Get deals on tap with the HSN app. Opt into push notifications to get shipping updates, app-only deals, and special offers sent straight to your phone. Get alerts when your favorite items have dropped in price or come back in stock. Take your shows on the go. Stream HSN wherever you are, 24 hours a day. Download now and take $10 off your first app purchase. Happy shopping.
Keep your wallet chill with the hottest savings during our ultimate summer sale. Don't miss new markdowns, fashion and jewelry up to 60% off, up to 40% off beauty, and crafts up to 50% off. And the savings don't stop there. Check out clearance up to 60% off. And this sale only offers you simply can't refuse. Now through Sunday on HSN. And shop on hsn.com for the extra savings you won't see on air.
Hey, it's Rebecca Vargas, your beauty bestie. I'm here to spill the tea on buzzworthy beauty must-haves. Don't miss Pretty Amazing Beauty Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern on HSN.
Hello and welcome back to Home Sweet Home. I'm Natasha Lloyd, standing in front of a tower of organization that is so satisfying. Let's face it, as much as we like to think we put every single thing away in its place in the drawer and there's a place for everything, sometimes our countertops, or even maybe it's your nightstand, it could be a dresser area, but the bathrooms truly can be a place that are very, very difficult to keep nice and tidy. Improvements has solved that with this tower. It truly is a tower, 13 inches high, and then the squares are about 9 by 9. You have 3 different layers, and some of them you can really choose and adjust at just how high you'd like each one to be. So if you're thinking, oh, my creams might not fit in that one, you can actually raise the shelves and lower them to perfectly accommodate everything that you need to store. I love that there's the lipstick and all of the different cosmetic organization at the top. It rolls perfectly and rotates on the ball-bearing Lazy Susan type technology. It's going to hold 2 pounds, and the best part about this one is the price, because it was $25, and that was a pretty fair price at $25. We have taken $7 off today with our 3 flexes. You're getting it home for $5.98. That is so encouraging to me, because if I can pay $5.98, I'm already starting to think, okay, what am I putting in the top? Which creams do I use the most? Which ones am I gonna, give the coveted real estate to? You have 4 colors to choose from. They're super easy to put together, as you're seeing there. And the color that you're seeing on your screen is called Clear Pink. It'll take you about 1 minute. You decide which, how high do I want this shelf? How high do I want that one? Do I want my scrubs or my face wash or even the toothbrushes to all be vertical? Totally up to you. Make it work exactly for the way that you use all of your items. There's another color here that I will show you. It's called the Clear Purple. Very pretty. I think this one will be very popular. And then we have just the Pure Clear. And last but definitely not least is black, but I will warn you, the black is getting limited. We have about 3 dozen left total in the black. Deb Byers is here for us. Deb, there's like 3 dozen 5-star reviews on this. People are loving it.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yep.
Good morning, everybody. This is a perfect way for you to get dressed every morning, to put your cosmetics on, to put your makeup on, to do your regimen, and have everything right there at your fingertips. Natasha was telling you it absolutely is fabulous at 9 inches by 9 inches by 13 inches high. And it is super easy to put together. It'll come to you flat packed. There will be little white rings. They'll be in a little plastic bag. What you're going to do is attach the 4 shelves to whatever level you want, and then lock them in with those little tiny rings. Don't lose those, because they allow you to change it as your needs change, because this is completely customizable in real time. So you see, like, we've got our beautiful hairspray here coming through the top. You could put your brushes, you could put your flat iron, you could put whatever you want in there. Everything has a place, and everything is going to be organized. And the coolest part is when you can see it, you're going to use it. And this is going to absolutely be fantastic for doing your beauty regimen, putting on your makeup, or utilizing it in any room of your home, because we've got a color for the kitchen, we've got a color for the office, we've got a color for the crafters. Organization on a rotating base from Improvements to keep you organized for every room in your house. But I love it as a cosmetic organizer.
And one of the things that I find usually when I get something like this for jewelry or cosmetics, because I love organization bits, and very rarely can you get one of them home for under $6, is if there ends up being, oh, there's that one thing, maybe it was the mouthwash, maybe it was something else, you went to fit it in your medicine cabinet, wherever it may be, and it was just a ½ inch too tall, right? That will never happen here, because if something is a little bit too tall, it's just 2 steps. All I do is unhook the feet that were right here out of this perfect shot. Thank you. I would unhook the feet out of that one and maybe move her up to here. And now that's gonna take me 10 seconds, and I've completely customized my organization to work for what it is that I'm organizing. That's every single one of these little feet that you're seeing, that's a different layer. It's a different level that you can mark every one of these corners onto. So with that kind of customization, you will use every bit. There's not gonna be, oh, it's just the one good side that's the tall side. Well, they may all be the tall side.
You're absolutely right. And the other cool thing is you're gonna clean up all your drawers, because we sometimes just go ahead and toss everything in our drawers, then you're routing around in there, you're looking for things, you're not going to use them. Things can go into the back and get expired. All our makeup can expire in real time, so you want to have stay on top of it. And this literally has you staying on top of it, because it's 13 inches high and gives you the ability to see everything. It's super lightweight. It's made of acrylic. You've got 4 great colors to choose from. You've got that rotating base, which gives you a smooth glide, because as you know, Improvements knows rotation in all the products that we've been giving you. So you know that it's going to be smooth and not going to be bumpy, but they're also decorative for your countertop in your bathroom. I happen to have it in the pink, and it looks beautiful because you've only got a 9-foot square that's going to be vertical up to 13 inches, and it's going to lend itself to your decor. So you're going to get organized. All of your beautiful beauty items are going to be easily displayed, and it's going to just make getting dressed or putting on your makeup or working in the office or being a crafter or even in the kitchen so much easier when you have vertical rotating storage.
I have to tell you, I'm using one of these right now, a cosmetic rotating organizer on my kitchen island. Because what I realized is there's the medication that everyone is different in the family. I'm always reaching to take it out. As soon as my dog went on a medication, I said, that's it. I'm not gonna go into a medicine cabinet to get out the medication 3 times a day. I'm putting it right where it's most convenient. And now I literally have my medications, my everyday everyday reachables on my center of my kitchen island.
That's a great idea.
In something that is the exact height as this one, and it was twice the cost. And this is the lowest price we've ever had. It was $25. Think about what you would pay for the convenience of having all of the things you know you need to reach for the most right there, but for it to fit them all in just the right way. Because that perfect fit mentality is the difference between using it for what you need it for and not. Remember, every one of these shelves is essentially like a different level that you can adjust just by pulling it out and then locking them in right there on these different levels. Everything is going to fit. If you're using it for that bathroom organizer, it's beautiful. It absolutely makes sense there. But I love using it even if it's on the kitchen table or it's on that kitchen island like me for the medications, a couple batteries, the pen, the pencil, and then I have a nice little flower bouquet coming out the top. I'm like, this is what I use every day. Who am I kidding? I'm using it in the kitchen.
Well, that's perfect. It makes perfect sense. And don't forget, everybody, men have things that they want to go ahead and use on their faces. We've got the black one for them. This is perfect for the guys as well. Clean up all that clutter and put everything on a spinning organizer from Improvements.
It's very smart for a guy's desk, especially a teen. If you're constantly going in and you're going, how did you manage to make this desk like this? This will be a great organizational tool for him, but we do have just about 2 dozen left in that black. And remember, the reviews are great on this. If you are interested in saving $25 on an item that we would have today, which would make what we just saw and the one that has coming up completely free, you can sign up for our HSN credit card. You can call the number on the screen. You don't have to wait for us to mail you that credit card. We will give you the new number over the phone. And at 25 days, pretty great, because sometimes it can be $10 or $15. When it's $25, people like to take advantage of that. You can sign up for it. There's no annual fee. And then say, what do I want to take $25 off of? Maybe it's this rotating storage organizer. If you loved what we just had, but you're thinking the height isn't something you necessarily wanted, you wanted it a little bit more, you know, neutral to the tabletop, wherever you may be using it, this is the one. It's beautiful, a true 2-pack. They have this mid-century modern, beautiful little wistfulness to them. The light blue that Deb is using right now, this is a very popular color, but we have 3 other ones. They're all winners. This is the green. Look how pretty the feet are. The little legs, the little mid-century legs, and all of this is like a Lazy Susan with ball bearings. Holds 15 pounds.
I know.
It's ridiculous. And the price, by the way, under 20 for both of them. You're getting them home for $5 a piece, really, because it's a 2-pack. That was the blue and the green. Here we have the white. And then how pretty is the pink? I'm in love with this pink. Look, rotating pens, perfect here for all of your other crafting supplies, even your makeup supplies. It works great for makeup brushes as well. And then you have your extra one, maybe if you want to do my idea of having the Lazy Susan on the kitchen counter, you could have one for the desk and one on the counter. We do have now just 400 left in the white. It will sell out first, but Deb, great price, so useful, so well made.
Absolutely, and you're getting 2. So this is another opportunity for either to putting your cosmetics on your beautiful vanity and something that's going to give you organized. You've got the 9-inch rotating, beautiful display that you can put everything in, or you're getting also the 13-inch that's got another rotating area with 5 little spots and then 4 little shelves for you to have everything at your fingertips. Beautiful colors, absolutely charming in that gorgeous little display that you've got that fluted design on the side, 3.5-inch side walls, and the little feet. So this is going to be a great addition to get you organized, again, in every room of your house. Cosmetics, crafts, in the office, anywhere. They're just amazing.
They are. I want to take one with me and place it on our next item. Just this one.
Okay, well,
just
let's take
to
both
show
pieces.
you. Yeah.
Wait till you see this.
This is so neat. What did you have? Oh, you had that
this
one.
one, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, here we have, I think, one of the most beautiful, exquisitely made improvement items. Here's why. This holds 66 pounds. What are you afraid of whenever you use the behind the toilet storage? Oh my gosh, the thing's gonna break. I can't put anything on it but toilet paper. It's just there for looks. It's not real storage. Not anymore. These are really well made. They have the metal details here. They already are perfectly aesthetically aligned, whether you want to go with the black or the white. You can't go wrong. It's like 2 perfect colors to work with any bathroom aesthetics. And they're both the same price, home for $23 and change right now. But the 66-pound weight capacity and the very easy to set up, knowing it's always going to fit and look great. Look how beautiful that looks. I think these are spectacular values here, Deb.
Well, we all have the space. Now, we're going to be talking about over the toilet organizer. So now let's just sort of, we all have toilets. We all need more storage. And this is from Improvements to take advantage of the space that's over your toilet. It is a freestanding, we give you the anchors to secure it into the wall. You get everything that you need to put it together. I put it together myself, and I would not say that if it weren't absolutely true. I just went ahead, you've got everything that you need. It stands 5.5 feet high. This is the white one. You've got the beautiful faux walnut wood grain that's absolutely amazing. It's 25 inches wide and 13 inches deep. You've got 3 shelves. Each shelf will hold 22 pounds. So this is going to be that organizer for your towels, for your toilet paper, for your toiletries, for your hair supplies, for all the things that you need that you don't have storage for, but you do have that space over your toilet. So it absolutely, your toilet is just gonna be right there. And then you're going to have your toilet paper. You even get a toilet paper holder, and you get a towel holder that you can put anywhere that you want. So now, like I have a shower and I've got my toilet, and then everything else is in a different room. I've got a door in there. So once I'm in the shower, if I don't have access to my towels, I'm gonna be all wet. So I can simply go out of my shower, grab my towel, dry myself up, hang it on the little towel rack that's going to be right there, and there you see it working in someone's bathroom to give you all that ease of use, all that storage. And by the way, there are other ones out there that are made of press board, you know the ones, but invariably what happens, if you've got press board, the board always cracks, and it tends to lean. This is not going to lean. It's powder-coated steel, absolutely durable, unbelievably secure, and it'll hold the 66 pounds. But most importantly, you've got that storage, and now you've got the storage that you can utilize in that space.
They both look beautiful. They hold that weight. And you're not just using all the board, like you said, Deb, because first of all, those, you're nailing things to walls, you're screwing them. It takes effort. You're hoping that you're hitting the right, stud in the wall. You can't take them with you. If you do, they basically break by trying to take them down. This is perfect for apartment living or perfect for assisted living. You have something that is very mobile, very easy to take along with you. If you decide one day to use it as a bookshelf over something that's immovable in your home, maybe it's like your air purifier or whatever it may be that you think now that's just a wasted wall, this is perfect for that as well. But this is truly storage done right because it is sturdy, because it holds a great amount of weight, and it's visually pleasing, and it also even has the backing on the shelves here, which a lot of shelves don't have in the bathroom. It's just one shelf. Things can fall behind. I just think these are really preciously made.
It absolutely is. I have it in my bathroom because my bathroom is very, very small. And I was concerned when I put it together. I thought, well, it's absolutely amazing. Is it going to fit? And it absolutely will. It's made at just the right height to accommodate the toilet. So imagine there's a toilet here. And I know we're talking about toilets, but we all have them. But we also always need more storage. And this is giving us that vertical storage. You've got the 3 shelves with the back. I love that you mentioned that, so things can't fall behind. But most importantly, you've got all that organization on a very durable, handsome, gorgeous organization tool that's going to give you all that organization in that spot that you know you've got it, but you don't know what to put there, and now you do, in either the beautiful white or the gorgeous black.
They're cool.
I know, I agree.
They're very cool. Deb, thank you so much for having me this morning.
My pleasure. It's great to be here. Congratulations, everyone.
Much. This is a great deal on these 2 packs of organizers. I'm already a huge fan of those. Rebecca Wood, how much are we loving these tea towels? Over 2 feet long. They're 16 inches wide, 100% cotton. Each one has a real recipe, Rebecca.
And they're not like recipes you'd find anywhere. They're delicious, cute, adorable, whimsical.
The little bespoke art here, you have this watercolor art, but here's the best part because we just really can't bury the lead on this one. You are getting everything that you see here displayed on this beautiful piece. So you're getting all 8 of these 100% cotton towels, all 8 of the pieces of art, just in time for summer. You're gonna use them as your kitchen towels, use them to display, use them eating indoor or outdoor. We are in the hundreds available. When they're gone, they're gone. It was a very kind of exclusive collection, a little capsule collection.
Anywhere else, exactly.
And of course, Rebecca Wood with Emryn House is here to talk about them. But I dreamt of these last night. nice.
8. You get 8. And they're the right size. So you're talking 26 by 16, 100% in cotton.
Wow.
Adorable. And they all match back. So I'll kind of show you. You have the mint iced tea that gives you everything you need to make delicious mint iced tea. Here we have the tea bags. They say on their tea. Mint, they're just adorable, whimsical. And then we're gonna take this one out.
This is great.
This one and the lavender one, I think, are my favorite.
Yep.
You've got the beautiful, bright, juicy red strawberries. Here's watermelon cucumber lemonade. So good too, by the way. You've gotta actually make these. Everything you'll have at home as well.
Such a clever way to display a recipe.
Yes,
It's so clever. And everyone's always, you know, we covet our recipes. There's something that's very personal about them. And this creates such an heirloom quality at a new product. I think Emryn House knocked it out of the park. So this is your favorite?
This one's my favorite. I love lavender lemonade, first of all. It tastes delicious. But if you look back at the coordinating towel, because remember, every towel coordinates. You get 2 coordinating ones. You've got the lavender, and it's a really, really light, beautiful lavender background with the pops of yellow and those gorgeous, luscious lemons.
Think about that one displayed on your oven. You know, hung right there on the oven. That's so pretty. Those colors are stunning. They're so, by the way, in right now. Everyone is doing that more is more. Just very, you know, all of the bespoke cottage core is very big right now, but this one is stunning. I would want that art just framed.
All the time.
Now, here is your last one. Remember, you're not choosing. You're getting all 8 towels.
So you've got here the peach ginger tea. And this is so pretty too. You've got those beautiful peaches, and you have the ingredients. We have the ginger, the peaches, everything that you need. Again, you're getting all 8. So what I love it is throughout summer, every week, have a different one up, because they all scream summer.
They do, and you're gonna want these year round. You're seeing right now how many we have left total in stock. You know, these were just released and everyone just said, wait a second, we're not choosing, we're getting all 8 of them. You're getting them home for about $1 a piece, but this is 100% cotton, over 2 feet. These aren't the tiny little tea towels, over 2 feet long, 16 inches wide. Beautiful art that is exclusive. You can't find anywhere else. And genuine recipes. Recipes that you're going to want to try and find with that kind of heartfelt feeling of detail that you expect from Emryn House.
And when you're looking at this, no, they also are very functional. We've got that waffle texture there that's really gonna soak up that water when it's 100% cotton. You know that it's also washable. So if it is something where you're using them, you're going to be able to use them. They're functional, but they're also absolutely adorable. 100% cotton, you see that waffle, which I think also adds to kind of the retro feel.
Yes.
That texture. That's what Emryn House does differently. This is a proprietary brand. You're not gonna find these anywhere else on the marketplace.
Wow.
Our buyers go out and they not only cultivate finding, they actually go and design. So they put these together, and I just think they're whimsy off the charts.
Even the fonts, all of the different, everything is so unique to the art. The mint iced tea, as you can see, it's gorgeous. It's very classic. It really feels like that Southern hospitality.
High level,
yes. And also, you know, that's a $30 mint iced tea. It's somewhere.
Somewhere. Very true.
So this is so beautiful. And maybe you know that there's someone's birthday or an event coming up. You could definitely gift them a set. How stunning. You know, this is what I got gifted when I first bought my home, and I love them. I love those tea towel sets. So if you decide that there's one that you love, now you have 3 gifts that you got home for about $1 a piece on Flex.
Isn't that crazy?
Because they really come as 4 separate sets that are not just keepable but giftable. It will be hard to choose. Beautiful on that cucumber lemonade. Everyone loves the lavender though. You're right about that.
That is,
Rebecca.
I knew it. I think it's really, when you take a look at that towel as well,
wow.
that light lavender background, you've got the sprigs of lavender along with that. Just, yellow's having a moment. It's always been my favorite color.
It's beautiful.
And what a great way to bring yellow into the house. Also, as you said, I mean, you know, just hosting gifts, you're going to a barbecue, you're going to a party. This is such a great, you put a bottle of wine with that.
Yes.
Perfection.
If you have any of the Lydia sets with all of the lemons, you simply must. Now we're going to show the peach ginger tea too, because look, as a Georgia girl, you got to show love to the peaches. How pretty are those colors? And never worry about being matchy-matchy. Your tea towels set the tone for your kitchen. They set the tone. It doesn't have to be the right backsplash. It doesn't have to be the right this or that. These are joyful, they're personable, they're very, very elegant in being 100% cotton, beautiful watercolor artwork here. And of course, when they are gone, they are gonna be gone. Remember, you are not choosing which one you love, although that would be a tough call. You are getting all 8 of these towels for that $8.32 flex pay price, about $3 a towel, over 2 feet long. Even the back is pretty.
That's what I wanted to show how well made Emryn House is. You've got the little Emryn House tag, which I absolutely love, but you're also double stitched all the way around, so it's not gonna fray. And you can see it's a really good, there's good structure to it as well. So I love that it's that 100% cotton. You can wash, it's only gonna get better with age, but also well made. So you don't have to worry about those sides ever fraying. So with Emryn House, you're gonna get great, just go read the reviews. It's 5-star after 5-star after 5-star because we really do care about how we craft our products as well.
How beautiful. Even if, you know, you have a little bit more dishes to do and you have that towel beneath the dishes as they're drying, how beautiful to look and see those lemons or the pretty juicy watermelons.
Makes you smile.
Yes, and it'd be hard to not have, you know, them always displayed there. I like to put one through my microwave door handle. I like to have one there on the oven door handle. This is how you dress up your kitchen. We started at 900 of these, and when it comes to the end, you're not telling me they're not going to make more of these.
No, I have not been told we're going to have any more, especially with summer. We definitely won't have any more summer prints. And I love what you said too. These go together, they coordinate, but they're not matchy-matchy. You don't have the exact same print. This is the way you do that at home. That's that designer, that decorator touch where you bring in kind of the same theme, but you want to give it a different look. And I really think they hit it out of the ballpark with all of these, every single one of them.
And as someone who dabbles in watercolor and I'm not good at all,
yes.
I'm just so impressed with the artwork here. Even just seeing, look how beautiful to bring out the teal tones and the pretty cucumbers here. This is stunning. Stunning artwork. It's bright colors. It's dopamine for your kitchen. Here we have the beautiful lavender lemonade, and just in case you want to get away with something and make one before it arrives to you, it says that you have to mix the lemon juice with the sugar. I'm not giving you all the details, but 1 tablespoon of dried lavender.
I mean, absolutely, it really is as delicious as it sounds.
Yeah, elevated recipes.
But I've never thought of watermelon cucumber. Like those are kind of, it is fun to be able to create these, and then maybe you want to create them and bring the actual drink along with the towels for a little hostess gift as well, or just enjoy them yourself and put one out, a set out every single week and change up your home.
They're all different glasses too.
Yes.
You have the tumblers, the mason jar. Oh, they're so beautiful. This one really reminds me of Italy. Congratulations to everyone who grabbed this. And remember, if you do want to sign up for our HSN credit card today, you'll get $25 off of whichever purchase you choose, and that would bring those down to a cool 0 cents. Which is a spectacular deal for those tea towels. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for being here with us, but we are still moving on with Rebecca. They're finally on sale.
I know. And I mean, this is incredible. You're getting 3. This is the first time this year that we brought out a set of 3.
Everybody wanted these, and you know, I say this, I don't know what the front of the store looks like. I only know what the clearance section looks like of any store.
Me too.
I wait for sales and then I pounce. So this is the moment to pounce. If you have been waiting for these customer pick Emryn House tiered LED tapered lanterns. You are getting all 3 of them in these beautiful sizes where usually one of these alone will be $40 to $50 minimum because of simply the scale. The height is 20 inches, and on this one about 24 inches on the super tall one, and the small one's about 15.8. So when you think about that scale in your home, you can see here with a coffee cup, this is how your spaces look. Elegant, refined, finished. These, you know, behind or throughout maybe some of the framed photos that you have. Of course, if you decide to create a little bit of a, you know, a centerpiece with them, having it like this is just stunning. As you're seeing here, this is the black. It's the most go-to in the farmhouse chic decor. Here is the one that is going to sell out first. It is brass. It is our most limited. And then we have our last 2 color tones. Ooh, rubbed oil and white.
And
it
it really has that weathered. It comes with the candles, and if you look closely, you can also see that each of the candles are graduated in height as well. It's the first time we've done that. It's the first time we've done a set of 3, and it's the first time that we actually changed the height of the candles. So if you really want that dramatic flare, you're gonna get that this year. You can see it's 100% iron and real glass. Look at this little door that opens it up. I actually like to keep a couple of them open, one shut. I have mine down a 6-foot farm table. But we're talking, even if you, so many people like to create a little tablescape on their islands right now.
Yep.
Your mantles, up the stairs, down the stairs. We do have the shepherd's hook, so if you want this for a party, you're able to take it outside. You can hang them on shepherd's hook or on the tree, and we can't forget you've got the remote. So this remote is huge because you're gonna be able to set the timer. It's a repeating timer. Or if they're up high too and you want to turn them on or off, you're able to do that.
And there's something that's so peaceful and almost, it feels a bit like a chapel to me. There's something that is very sacred about the look of candlelight, especially like this in real glass. You cannot get this reflection with plastic. You cannot get this degree of utilization if you are not using top quality metals there and using glass. And that's how you get that reflection. But think about being able to turn these on with the remote. Maybe it's for the morning Bible study. Maybe it's just to have that evening of relaxation. This is the most beautiful glowing light that you're getting home for $19.98. Big customer pick on these. I think people will be grabbing their second set, because sometimes, like you said, they'll be using one on the dining room table and it can live there year round. A little sprig of holly, you can even tie a red ribbon to the top. It's ready for Christmas. I like to place, you know, a couple Easter eggs at the bottom or a colorful ribbon at the top. Now it's ready for April. This is how you have your full year-round decor, started with a foundation that will never go out of style.
And do you see the bottoms as well? There's so much detail. Real iron, real glass. Wow. As you work your way down, it's on a little pedestal, it's beveled, and we also have a design, kind of a scalloped design, and I think that's what really sets it apart too. So many times if you see something like this, especially at this price, first of all, you won't. Remember, it's HSN, proprietary brand. You're not gonna find these anywhere else. The buyers are the ones that created the graduating heights. Just perfect. The very tallest is gonna be over 23. The very shortest, about 15 and a half, a little over 15 and a half. You've got those little windows that you can open or close. And then again, remember, you also have that remote. That remote is so nice. That remote is gonna have a 2, 4, 6, 8-hour timer. You can have the steady light on, or you can also control the candlelight to make it look like a real true candlelight, and how bright or dim they are too. So you can go, we're gonna go all the way up, right?
Yes.
And then if you really wanna kind of create that romance, you can go all the way down as well.
And the timer, you said you can have it on a timer so it's on at night and then you automatically know that time it goes on. I love that. This brass is always the most popular. It is going to be the one that sells out first. Remember, each one has its own door. If you want to take these candles out and use them on other candlesticks that you have, they can totally do that. They are the, you know, the average size you would find for a tapered candle. But each one of them has that realistic flame at the top with that beautiful warm amber glow, even the burnt wick appearance. These are beautiful candles, and sometimes, just as someone who has helped with weddings and designed the just a flameless candle in a glass votive of any kind, you are looking at minimum $50 per piece. Minimum $50 per piece. If you're talking about over 2 feet tall, because scale is the key to everything looking expensive, you just want something a little bit larger, now you're getting into the hundreds. These are a very, very good deal. I'm surprised that we still had some in stock to be able to put them onto sale. So remember, if you want the white, you'll be getting all 3. How pretty next to the bed, Rebecca.
You know what I love too is what you said is you could put these together. You can also set them apart. So many times you want to kind of create a whole concisive, cohesive look. This is a great way to do that, and it's so simple to do. You also can see that when you can control the lights from one, so if you buy several, one of these is going to control all of the lights. I'm halfway across the room, and you can see the one over there is already turning on. So I love that that one remote is going to control. So I'm over here, I'm going to turn that off. Across the room, it turns it on. But you don't have to turn it on and off. You're also able to use that remote repeating timer. So when you walk in at night and they're aglow, it makes you so, so happy. All right, these were huge, massive hits too. So we wanted to tell you real quickly about the beautiful quilt that we have here. It's an embroidered quilt. And it's an embroidery like I've never seen before. You can see we have big, luscious blooms of all different colors. A contrasted stitching. So no matter what color you get, you're gonna have that contrasted stitching. This is gonna be the blue. Do we still have the, yep, we have the colors down here. My personal favorite I gotta show you is going to be the white with this brown. It is farmhouse chic, elevated, taken to a whole new level. We also have the sage, and that is gonna be a little bit more muted. You can't see the stitching, contrasted stitching as much. And then the blue. And all of the pieces have the ruffles all the way around with that contrasted stitching as well. So you're getting 2 shams, and you're getting the quilt 100% cotton. Go read the reviews. People already love this at home. And you're going to get also oversized. That's one of the things we do. So if you're looking for that drape, do order true to size, because you're always going to get that extra long width and height when it comes to Emryn House. Now we got to show you these amazing sheets that we have here. These sold huge. I'm going to show you what was the #1 bestseller. Again, it's those lemons. 100% cotton. These are incredible. They're a garment wash, so they're soft to the hands. You're going to see the pink that we have right here. We also have the white. The cherries are just your 4th of July Americana fun. You've got that red and that blue stripe behind it. My personal favorite, that's going to be the lemon lavender, or lavender lemons, I should say. Much like the tea towels we had. So if you're looking for a whole set, that's great to do. And then we've got the strawberry fields. They're going to be about that medium weight. Medium weight's going to be great. In fact, I'm going to show you that. So if you're somebody that gets a little bit hot in the summer, these are going to be cool to the touch, and they feel just soft. They're going to want to cuddle in and cuddle up, and it's going to be your favorite summer weight that you're going to be able to keep all year long if you want to. Look how beautiful it is, Natasha.
I have those sheets in white when they release them in white. Love, love, love the weight, love the cotton, and I think that those prints are really special. Thank you so much, Rebecca. It was lovely seeing you.
Lovely
Some
seeing you.
fun
Thank
collections
you.
today from Emryn House. How does 84 cents for a bottle of cleaning solution that you can use to, yes, do the glass, do the metal, do the interior of the oven, do the outdoor grill,